Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle.
Check it. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
None, you know, my dear walk on. I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. I mean, on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, you name it. But please share it. Not only just follow it. Share it so everybody else can see it. Don't be all miser with us now. You got to share our content. Because if you love what we do, you know others will love it too. I appreciate it in advance.
Man, hey, man, make sure you guys become members on YouTube as well, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
big, man. We need everybody to come up front, be members of the show. Don't ghost follow me. It's a lot of people I know. I ain't gonna mention no names, but they like to ghost follow. They stay in the back. They look at it and they step back. I might follow you on YouTube. I might follow you on IG. I might follow you on Facebook.
Just following everywhere.
Bam! She said it first and she said it best. Follow us everywhere, man. We got a special guest in here today. This guy right here don't really need no introduction if you've been watching the internet, because that's where I found out about him at. He was on the internet. He was jamming too. The music coming in solid, man. I said, I got to get that boy Texas Joe in the building. What's going on?
Hey, man, Texas Joe, Waco, Texas in the building. Blue Peso, North Waco.
Man, that boy from Waco, man. Hey, man, listen, man. I got this love for Waco, man. From G.O. to Hot Boy Wes, Wacotron, T-Mo, man, all the different people that I done ran into up there, man. It was just a delight to do, you know, what we've done together, man. I always acknowledge them boys. Got a lot of love for them boys, you know what I'm saying? I got a plaque here. Where's that plaque that I have for Hot Boy Wes? He locked up now, but it's here, man. I'm just start showing these plaques. You hear me? I get these boys plaques. I do stuff for them when I feel like they're accomplishing things. But what I want to do, man, today, man, I want to get started by passing it off to my wife, man, so she can. Miss Jamaica gonna go down through that with you a little bit.
I'm ready.
So you born and raised in Waco?
Yes, ma'am.
What part?
North Waco.
North Waco?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about Waco, because I heard all sorts of stuff about Waco. It's good and bad, but it's mainly the bad stuff. The violence, the drugs, all of that sort of stuff. So tell me what it was like growing up in Waco.
Shit, I guess the same thing, just a lot of drugs, a lot of crime, I guess.
In your area? So there's no
area.
Good parts of Waco?
Nah, yeah, there is, for sure. Yeah, but that's like the university area, like Baylor University. You know, we got Baylor there.
I did come down there, and I think that's the part that we went down by was where Baylor University
around that
was.
Downtown looking area.
Yeah, that's the nice parts.
There are some nice houses and shit, but it's
not where you grew up.
Nah, I think it's like everywhere, probably. Everywhere got some shit like that.
So were you raised in a single household?
No, I have my mom and my daddy.
Oh, that's good. That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, dad, sister, brother?
I have a sister, older sister. I had an older brother, but he passed when we was kids.
God rest his soul. When he was a kid, how old was he?
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do you remember?
I was just born.
Just born.
Yeah.
Okay. So
but it definitely affected how I grew up and things.
It did.
Yeah.
They were very protective.
They try to be, but they was dealing with
depression.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how did that affect? Tell me other ways of how it affected your upbringing.
Shit, it affected my whole life because my daddy, he was like, my daddy sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? He was hustling like for real, and my brother died like tragic. Like he got hit by a car.
He ran out in the road.
Yeah, him and my sister was playing, and he ran into the road. And, like tragic.
Was your mom and dad? Did they see when it happened? Were they out there?
My mama was letting them play.
Yeah.
And it's like one of them things, like
right.
You turn your head, and then that's how it always happens.
Did the person stop?
I don't like.
You don't know?
I don't really talk about it too much.
Okay.
Yeah, but my dad, since my dad passed in 2017, but he definitely took it the hardest.
The hardest.
And it's like you watch him go from the top to rock bottom.
That affected everything.
And we in rock bottom with him, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. So, man, that's a thing where we often tell the guests, God's still God. As I think about it, it's already written. He fulfilled a purpose. That's the way I think of it. Like that's the whole game. Like your father, like how did he pass away?
He had got like pneumonia or something, and then the hospital, he died like from staph infection from the hospital or something. Like, he never got to shake back after pneumonia.
Wow.
And he just
Were you there at the hospital with him?
Yeah.
So y'all were able to see him before he passed.
Yeah, but it was like in a shit. It felt like
happened quick.
A week or 2 weeks. Like he went in saying he felt sick, and then we were there in a visitor's room, and then next thing you know, he's like in intensive care, and he got tubes all in him and shit.
How old was he?
I think he was like 45.
45.
Yeah.
What was the last thing that you can remember him saying to you?
Shit, me and my dad, we was barely trying to round our relationship out, because we would bump heads a lot, because
How old were you when he passed?
I was, I think I was like 20. Or
Okay,
20,
so
20,
y'all was bumping
19,
heads.
yeah.
Isn't that's normal?
That's normal at that age.
But he wanted me to, because I played football, in high school and shit. But he wanted me to like chase that. But I was seeing,
You wanted to be in the streets.
like you telling me
was
to do something, but you doing this, and I'm seeing you do that.
Yeah.
I seen you do it this big, as a kid. Like,
it was hard for you to get away from what you had been seeing.
But I tried though, it wasn't,
It wasn't for you. But that's the
Wow.
thing. But that's the thing that I would always think, because as parents, although they were doing that, he'd be like, "I want better for you." Parents always want better for their kids, so they don't want you to go down the same path. As much as you saw that he was here, but it's like you can get here a different way rather than looking over your shoulder. So a lot of times, parents be looking and trying to tell you that, but then kids do what they see, not always what they're told.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like that's where I was at,
Right.
But I feel like I got a good head on my shoulders, I didn't fall like victim or anything, like I'm handling my business, and now that I'm like as a man and as a father, I can feel where he coming from.
I was about to say, yeah, because as a parent, we always tell our kids, just wait till you get older till you actually have kids of your own, because before kids, you could never relate.
Nah.
But after kids, you really understand because you get a different mindset. So when did you start finding a love for music?
Well, I always loved music, like since I was a kid, just listening to music though, not like as an artist, just being in the back of like his old schools or anything, in his cars, just listening to like old Texas music.
What was the song that you remember that stick out?
Shit, Fat Pat.
Which one?
Tops Drop.
Man.
Body Rock.
Body Rock.
That's what your dad used to like
Drop.
listening to?
Am I a player?
Man. That top man, that Fat Pat.
Yeah, for sure.
That Big Hog. Man, that was what it was all about. That was an era when music was hitting hard in the South. Like for me, like that's when that part of Houston, that era right there was one that you was in the midst of something that you may not ever see again. The way that hit and the way that developed, that whole functionality from DJ Screw all the way into that you know what I mean, rec shop era, that's a whole different level.
Man, I wish I could have seen it. You know what I'm saying? I was still a kid though.
But okay, that's hard, man. Like working with different people in Waco and looking at the different. I looked at you and I seen you right, and when we seen you, I seen you. I told my wife we got to interview Texas Joe. Didn't I tell you that? Look him up. Didn't I tell you? I said look him up. I started telling people look him up.
What was it about him that you saw?
It was the barbershop. We was at the barbershop talking that barbershop talk, and nigga said Texas Joe. I said what?
Yeah.
Cause Texas, first of all, I'm straight. You see the little it ain't big.
Yeah.
But everything else big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
bigger than Texas.
so I see the Texas. I see your brand on. We're gonna get into that, but yeah. And I said, damn, they put it on. I ain't had to hear it one time. I said, that's it right there. Yeah. So man, thank you for being a breath of fresh air. It takes a lot for me to get excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just get excited a lot. I've now been saying people lied to me on this show.
Yeah.
Right. So at the end of the day, I think you got it. You just gotta keep working.
Yeah, appreciate it. I feel honored to be on here. I'm kind of nervous still. Yeah, I'm still nervous.
You good.
You want to be? What did you like about Boss Talk 101?
Man, I see all the people coming through it, but it's still like shit. Even the vibe when we came, it's still humble. Like it ain't like we coming up to like the 100th floor, like, and y'all got people walking in with y'all, and y'all got people she micing me up. The Jamaica handing out.
It's different.
Me and my partners,
That's Southern hospitality, man.
Sure, at its finest,
Like damn, like I'm at home.
I feel comfortable just with that, because that's what I'm expecting. Y'all got big names on here, and I'm just like, dang, I don't know if I'm ready. I ain't. I'm independent, you know, 100% independent. I ain't got no.
But what was it like when you got here though?
Man, it was upside down, like a whole different.
Now we love you, man. We come humbly. My wife, my everything. Like she basically, when we come up here, we do this for you. Our day was centered around making sure we treat you with the utmost respect.
Yes, sir.
And show you the love that we showed Ice-T. Show you the love we showed Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, Silk the Shocker, Big Court, all the people that been on this Wacotron, Hot Boy Wes, Lil Kiki,
yes,
everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody that been on here, LD 300, you the same to me. To be honest with you, like Lil Running Mother F, like all of the things that those guys embody runs into your development. You coming up now.
Already.
So it's the same thing, man. And I love what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. What you got? What you think about the youngster?
I do. I love to see you pushing for your goals. Pushing, because each and every person have a goal in their mind, but not everybody have the guts to actually follow through.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but how old were you when you finally decided that this is what you wanted to do?
So, you know, when I was in high school, like I said, I was playing football and shit, but I used to like do like the little locker room, like, you know, shit, like the rapping with everybody. But that was like everybody, you know, I think that's like more like a Texas type thing.
Exactly.
But I didn't record my first song until I think I was 20. It was after my dad had passed, you know.
And you had something to talk about.
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was just like, shit, it was just like on some like, man, I think I need to get this recorded, you know, put this shit on wax one time, you know, like just to see what it do, you know.
And when you heard yourself, then what?
Man, my homeboy Cinto, he had recorded me, and you know, we had like to sit up in like the closet and shit, you know.
That's it.
Like the real grind shit, you know. So
I like that.
And how did you feel about it when you heard it?
I didn't like it. I was like, man, I don't like how I sound. You
really?
know, like, I ain't never heard myself on the microphone or nothing, you know. But I mean, it.
So who convinced you?
He did. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
So when he heard it, he said, "You hard."
Mm-hmm.
So when did you finally? Cause you know people can always tell you, "Man, you hard," but you have to really believe in yourself.
I was just hearing it so much that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep going with it, you know, because it was just like an instrumental, like it was a song that was out already. Like I just.
What was it about?
It was really just me just putting shit together on it, you know, like it wasn't nothing special to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't think like, hey, this song means a lot, you know. I still ain't made no song like about my dad. Really I say my dad a lot of my songs, but I ain't dedicated no song yet to him. Yeah,
it ain't time yet.
Yeah, I want to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I feel like it is the right way to do it. For me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, I see you linked up with the Peso.
Yeah, and Sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, like what was that like working with those guys? Being that those guys are they take independency and just moving like a label to the next level for Texas. Man,
yeah.
Those guys. Man, like I say, you can't say enough about Sauce Walka, man. So, like, for you to rock out with him, that should have made you feel something. You talking about you nervous? He should have been nervous with that nigga.
Man, it felt nervous, but it was like, damn, this shit is obtainable, you know, because I'm looking at it, you know, with my own eyes. It's here. I could see it. I could shake their hand, you know, like, it's not just
like a dream that you can't touch.
Like, you got to be signed. You got to sign this. You got to do that, you know, like. Nah, you could do it your own, you know, especially, you know, with a team, but you could do it without having to have a major label push or something,
right.
You know, which is what I'm kind of interested in at the moment, you know, like just learning my own way, because I don't feel like there's a blueprint.
No. And everybody's blueprint is different. You can have a blueprint, but everybody's journey is different. That's why I love podcasts. I love for people to come on and say their journey, because there are other kids out there, there are other people out here who feel the same thing that you feel and feel like, man, I can't do that. They look on some of these people like they're such big celebrities, like, I could never have a song with that person.
Yeah.
But just to hear what you said.
Yeah, that was a real thing, too. Like,
right.
I'll never be able to catch Sauce. Like, that's no telling what he charged, you know, or whatever, but.
Right.
Shit, we made it happen.
So how? I mean, you don't have to give me specifics of what you paid, but how did y'all make it happen? Give me a roundabout way of how you linked up with.
We caught them on a deal. Like they had like a promotion going.
Okay.
And we were like, shit, we gonna jump on that. You know, like we ain't gonna come to play no games. You know, like we gonna put our bread behind. Like we believe in what we stand for now.
So how did the verses go? How did they come out? Like how long did it take him to do his verse? What did they do? Did they send you the verse? How did the song come out? Stop playing. I'm over here trying to figure it out.
Bro, Sauce, he Well, Peso did his verse at their studio. I did mine. De Niro made the beat. I had did mine with De Niro because I
shout out to De Niro, one of the one of the hardest producers in Texas. Let's go.
Yes, shout out to him. You know, I got plenty of work with him and more on the way. You know, we looking into all type of albums and all type of things.
Okay.
You know, it's just that type of relationship with him.
So how did Peso do? How did you feel? Like, did you feel pressure when you heard his verse?
No,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to it.
No, you know, I came like shit. I really came with my homeboys like, man, we might leave TSF, you know, because it felt that good. Like, but we wasn't tripping if we didn't. It just was like, shit. At the end of the day, I like to make great music. You know, I ain't never did a feature thinking like, oh man, I'm finna get all they followers are like, nah, fuck him. I'm finna diss him on his shit or something. You know, like I ain't never did no shit like that. I just like making great music. So
how did you feel about his verse?
I liked his verse. He punched in. You know, I ain't never punched in before, so to see it live, I ain't never seen nobody punch in. You know, they're punching in.
You learned something from it.
Yeah, I learned something. Mm-hmm.
What about Sauce?
Sauce did like 6 verses that night. We was there all night when Sauce came. Yeah, it was like we were like in their own little world. Like we was in their studio that they got in Houston, you know, and it was like shit. We were seeing it, you know. That's what made it feel obtainable. Like damn, he got these people lined up waiting for him. You know, he got money waiting on him. We watched him play Tekken for like 30 minutes with a motherfucker, like just playing, then like go back to rapping, do his little creative process, go back to rapping. You know, like. Shit, it was, and we ended it with a video. You know, we didn't get back to Waco till probably about like 9 in the morning. Me and my homeboy TLG Minor, we both went and got songs with Peso and Sauce. Wow, shout out to him.
That's hard, man. I mean, like I say, the guy gives opportunity.
Yeah,
Sauce Walka give opportunities to a lot of new artists in Texas, and you know, as far as just making himself accessible, I seen him work with a lot of people from AJ1K to he worked with a lot of different people that we've had on the show, of course, from which some of them just colleagues. You know, my boy Propane for sure. They done, you know, all linked up. Kiki done work with him. Like he jump in those places too. He can go from the older to the newer, and I think he makes a good bridge for everybody.
And he'll like him or his team, whoever, they'll DM you with opportunity like. You know, what's your budget? What are you looking at? Where are you trying to go right now? What's your budget? We could help you get there. You know?
Oh, that's cool.
Shit like that. You know, I seen a couple people like post like, Sauce Walka DM me, and it'd be like, you know, what you working with right now? You know, like what you working on and what you working with.
Yeah, and that's good because he's just trying to keep you working too. I see that. Like that's a point where either him or his team is saying, let's jug some of them. They may have seen something you was working on or something that intrigued them to poke at you like that. So, and if they've worked with you before, I'm pretty sure they still got you in their peripheral vision,
yes,
trying to make sure they see what's going on with the movement. And that's dope. That's very live. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite song you've done so far?
My favorite song?
The Rolling Stone?
I would say Rolling Stone just because I like the sample on it.
Yeah, that Rolling Stone hard.
Yeah.
Give me your favorite verse.
My favorite verse, like from a song? I would say Let's Go. I had a song called Let's Go.
What's the verse?
I want to hear the verse.
She on you.
It's like, damn, how that hoe go? I'm making me choke on here. Nah, it's like, I really like rapping, but I'd rather be on the block because I love to go flip me a peg. Stop all that capping. I really had nigga calling their dad trying to get their shit back. I ain't really flashy, but I like to stack up this cake because I've really been down on my ass. Don't like them trashy. I had to leave a bitch alone because she always want to bring up the past.
Man, I like that, man. You know, I remember before Big X had I'm from Texas, you know. Before he had that Texas, sitting in that seat right there, just the way his voice sounded.
That deep
you got
voice.
a deep type voice the same way.
I get comparisons to him a lot.
Yeah, because of your tonality.
And I would think that would probably be it though.
Yeah, yeah. No, but you got your own way you riding the beat and the way you flipping you doing your thing.
I'm definitely I like him though.
Yeah,
I
yeah, dope dude, man. Him and Rose Summer, man. Shout out to them boys.
But okay, so in the beginning you said that you didn't really just had confidence in your, music and stuff like that. What and your friends were, man, it's hard. When did you really start believing in you?
I would say maybe like around 2019 is when I started branching off, trying to go to studios around Waco, like the city, like De Niro's little brother, Daily on this track. Yeah, I started recording. That was the first like actual engineer I worked with that knew what he was kind of. Cause me and Sensei, we like self-taught with that shit. Like,
okay.
So I was recording in my washroom at one point, like one taking, because I didn't know how to like put another verse on, so everything is like one breath, one take, like sweating hard, like, what I'm saying, shit like that. But like around 2019 is when I started trying to branch out and like, man, let me see how far it can go, because I just love making the music, and I like seeing that my fam and like people like my friends that I went to school with and shit, like they were like, bro, this is like quality music, like we like to listen to this,
So what's your next step? Because you know how sometimes the higher up we go into an industry, the more we start to do, it's like not to say it's a drug, but it's a adrenaline rush. Cause you're like, man, what next? What next? What can I do next to make this better? Yeah. So what next for you?
That's what I'm honestly trying to figure out myself right now. I've kind of been caught up in dad mode. I just had a son.
Congratulations.
My second son. My second kid. I got a daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Boy and a girl?
I think I am. Yeah, I think I might be, but it ain't up to me though.
Yeah.
In the end, but I think I don't know. I just want to keep making music, honestly. Yeah, like that's kind of like the easy answer, I guess you could say. But for sure, I just want to keep making music. I feel like every time I think that I'm about to top out, I go up again,
Yeah, because they always say, because I've heard so many successful people say, in this music industry, especially when you're just starting off, you have to live and breathe it. You can't take breaks, because as soon as you take breaks, somebody else come up and take your spot.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
You got to keep pushing all the time.
Wow. Hypothetically, Tekashi 6ix9ine calls you and say he want to sign you for $1 million.
Nah, I don't know, because
I said what I said.
Yeah.
This boss talk. You wasn't gonna get out of something complicated with me. When it come down to it, what the hell would you say? Tekashi shows up in the Bentley or in the G-Wagon, and he got about 3-4 following him, and they pull up and they say, we come to Waco to get you. What do you do?
For $1 million.
I would probably, I'm turning that down. I ain't gonna lie.
Why?
Just because I stand on morals,
Street code.
Yeah. And not just like super street thugged out dude, you know what I mean? But I definitely do. I grew up around it enough.
Your dad would be rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, for sure. And that'd probably be enough right there to just be like, hell nah.
I can't do it.
The dollar amount, I probably wouldn't even read the dollar amount. I'd probably just look at him like, nah, I don't think so.
But you'll make sure you have your camera up to show that nigga came down there to get you.
I probably wouldn't, I don't know.
He came. You scared to even be attached to him?
I just ain't into the
turning him turning him down. That's a whole movement. Kodak Black didn't turn him down. What do you think about that?
I think at this point in Kodak's career, he got so much other shit going on that like the street shit is solidified for him. Like, not saying that I'd probably give him the pass, but it's like you could tell that that's probably a money move for him. It's not like, oh man, Kodak. He's rocking with, snitches now or anything, it's just like, shit, it's gonna work in his favor because y'all seen enough of him to know who he is, that he did this strictly on a money move, and he probably finna put his little spin on it to where like he's still not attached to it even though he is.
Wow. A lot of people answer that question differently because of whether they in the streets or whether they not in the streets. If they feel like if they not in the streets,
like they get a pass, I'll take the money because I ain't in the streets.
I don't live by that snitch code, period.
That's what some people say.
But I can see where you coming from because of your father and because of the lifestyle that you done had to deal with, watching, developing real core dudes who didn't violate different morals that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I understood. You got uncles, auntie, you might know somebody in the valley or anything that's looking like, what are you doing?
Yeah, my uncle, I got an uncle, he just came home from the feds.
See what I'm saying? He gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Texas Joe, that's something else. He gonna be like, nah, he gonna, cause he know your real name.
Texas in front of my name, we gotta hold it down,
Like, I was about to say,
that's
why
a big
you
thing.
went with that name, Texas Joe?
Man,
I love it.
that I love it too. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I don't really give off like rub off Fat Pat energy or anything, but like that's like my favorite artist. You know, like all that old South music, like that, I live for that. You know, like we were jamming that the whole way up here. You know, it was like nothing past 90. Probably like 2003 or some shit. You know, like we was just jamming.
So you straight Texas?
I think so. Yeah.
You know, Fat Pat did one with Ronnie Spencer. You know, that's my guy. You need to do one with Ronnie Spencer.
All right, shit. We can.
You see what I'm saying? Go to do your something to remake something to come up with something to where it'll be fly.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ronnie Spencer is?
No, ma'am.
You gonna have to figure it out. I'll show you once we get offline. But yeah,
Right.
yeah. He you never heard One Day You Hear and Then You Gone by UGK?
Yeah.
He sang
the hook.
One Day You Hear. That's him.
Oh, okay. I think I know you're
You
talking
probably
about
seen it
now.
on here because he sung it on here before.
Okay.
But yeah, that he on them Fat Pat them Fat Pat drops back in the day.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Like I said, I probably don't like give that type of energy, but like
No.
definitely an influence.
You
like,
would flip it.
Man,
You flip it.
yeah.
You show love, but you flip it. It won't come out like theirs did. I can promise you. You got too much going on with what today's sound
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
So it would
Sure.
be totally different, but it would still give you I gave him respect and love because of what happened, you know, far as that sound go. And your dad, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and cause I mean that Rolling Stone, that's like a Temptation sample, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. See what I'm saying?
like, you know,
Everything just go right back, come right back around again.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
just change it and make it their own.
Yeah. So what's going on with let's talk about steel bricking. What's up with that?
That's a Still Tipping sample.
Okay.
De Niro produced that. Yeah, that's hard too.
Yeah. What was the mood like and why?
Shit, that was just me. That was me. I think that was last year. I really had my foot on the gas, like for real, you know.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, I was full speed ahead. I was definitely traveling. Like I was on the road a lot, trying to network. You know, a lot of shit I really don't usually do because I like the artist aspect of music. I don't really like the entertainment part. You know?
Yeah.
Like this is my first real.
But it goes
podcast,
hand
you
in
know?
hand, though.
Yeah, I'm learning. You know, but it's like, man, if I wish I could get paid without doing the show. You know, I don't like doing shows.
But that's where I think, isn't that where they say artists make the most money?
The
is from
ones that's not signed,
doing the
independent
shows?
artists
Right.
that's trying to develop.
That's where you make the most money.
it's coming. You gotta do it that way.
What about it you don't like?
I don't know. I don't like the gimmicks. I just like being an artist. I feel like you free to feel like express your emotions. You know, I mean you could do that in a show too, but it's like it's kind of feels like a job at that point. Like, oh man, let me go perform for these people. You know, let me go put on my hat and.
It is a job, but it is, put it this way, it's a job for something that you love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's for the fans.
And it is for the fans, because that's one thing from a fan perspective, right? Because I've met people that I love, listen to their music and stuff like that. And you know how fans love you because they love your music, but when they meet you, you're like, I can't stand it, because they don't have that fan appeal. Like, they don't want to take pictures with you. They don't want to deal with you because all they want to do is deal with the music. They don't want to deal with people, period. I'm like, you're in the wrong business. You need to be able to do both because it comes with it.
I'm definitely getting better with it, you know, but probably last year I probably would have acted like I didn't see Big Bro hit me, you know. I like, oh man, I missed this when I was ready. You
right.
know, like, but shit,
Nervous.
I'm getting with it, yeah, nervous a lot.
That's the song. Nervous. Did you do that song, Nervous?
Yeah, Nervous.
What's that about?
That's me. Shit, just on the mash still. That was around the same time the Still Brickin' came out.
Yeah.
And that we went to Austin and we shot that with like a professional like studio and shit. You know, I think Wacotron has shot a music video there too.
Wow, man, you come through with an elite group of guys, man. That really, you know, they got deals and signed up with big labels and big groups of guys to push their brand. Like, how important is that to you? Is it something that you value, or is it something that you kind of like, nah, I'll wait until the time is right, or I'm not interested, I'll just do my independent thing?
Right now, I feel like I would do it independently, but I definitely salute them, you know, because that's like something that is rarely happens in my city, you know. So they stepping out on the ledge of their, like, on their own limb to do that. You know, they didn't know what would come with a label, you know.
Yeah.
We learning off what they did, you know what I'm saying? whether it be good or bad, you know.
Yeah, Hot Boy Wes came on the show. You know, he talked about just different things. He talked about different people who helped, you know, catapult his career. You know, you being one from Waco, you got a song with Hot Boy Wes.
Yeah. De Niro produced that too.
What's the name of that one? That one's
that's Heart in the Trenches.
Heart in the Trenches. Yeah, like how was it? I seen in the video. It was hard. You sent it to me, and I thought that was live, right? Like how was the energy that day with him? Like he got that grit, man.
Yeah, and I know Wes. You know, we ain't just best friends and stuff, but we cool with each other. Yeah, you know, and I've seen him around, and he's been rapping for a while. For the truth, you know, and I just felt like glad to do great music. You know, I liked his music before I was even rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this is a great opportunity. You know?
Yeah. So how did y'all even make it happen?
Shit, De Niro.
Linked it up?
Yeah, De Niro linked that up for me.
That's hard, man.
So you've been doing a lot of collabs with a lot of different people. Who haven't you done work with that is next on your list that you would like to work with?
Shit, I would say Big X the Plug would probably be like.
I seen y'all took a picture together.
Yeah, I was in the studio with him. We were supposed to make a song together, but the boy that had both of us on it, he had something like sudden go on, so he had to like hurry up and leave, and we kind of was just there like bobbing a little bit, but it was already like 5 a.m, you know, but we had already been there all night like working on other shit. Yeah. So it was like, man, we'll catch up, you know, up with each other.
It'll happen.
Yeah, and as long as you keep working, everything just go right back and come back right back around again. Going back to Hot Boy Wes, that he's locked up.
Yeah, free
Hot Boy Wes. Can you feel that he's missing, the music is gone, and that he hadn't been putting the tracks out? You know.
Yeah. I feel like shit. I liked what him and De Niro was putting out. You know, I feel like that was some shit that could have been copied from like the industry, like by the industry. I mean, you know, like that could have been a new sound in itself, you know.
Do you think Wacotron is I mean, have y'all hadn't done nothing together yet?
We had 2 songs. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you guys, you already dropped the videos and everything to it, or did y'all do?
Yeah, I was trying to get at Tron. I mean, I was trying to pay Tron for a verse before he even had, you know, got signed or anything.
Really?
You know, because I just respect. I like Wacotron music. That's like one of my favorites.
He sounds so industry, man. He sounds so crossover when he rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was rocking with him though. You know, I was already ready to like, hey, bro, I got this. You know, I'm new rapping. You know, I know it'd be shaky sometimes when you got people that barely started rapping yesterday. You know, trying to get at you. You like, I mean, what does this do for me? But I was like, I got money on the table. You know, like, but I think he was already on his way to go get signed. Like whenever I hit him, he was like on the way to Cali.
Wow, I like that. Y'all still figured it out.
Yeah,
man. So sun up to sun up.
Yeah, that's around like I said, I was mashing, man. I was dropping EPs and shit. Like I'm definitely back on my grind though.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole game. Like all those songs are you delivering, man. You smashing the gas. You dropping jewels every time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Letting people feel the Texas feel of how the music go in the South, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons you sitting in that chair, because I know it's in you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
got to be in you. Ain't anybody can do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, so what do you think about Boosie though? Boosie he lived by code himself. There he is on that wall with me. What do you think about old Boosie, man?
Like with what though?
Like his music and his style.
Man, shit, I got Boosie in my playlist. You know, I jam old Boosie, some of his new shit, you know, but like that.
He just had a project to drop. That's why I mentioned him, man. Boosie been working a long time and go through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really, you know, it's always a good chance to shout out these Southern boys, man. Yeah. You know, let people know what they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when you think about just the Dallas market, Big X the Plug is one of the phenomenal guys, and Rosama rolled with him hard. That's his right hand man. Like, and then you got from Trap Boy to, you know, you got all these different artists. Are you trying to work with everybody, Yella, all the way back up to Houston, all those different, you know, different artists, even Louisiana? Or you?
Yeah, whoever like. I feel like I just like to make great music. So if I feel like they make great music too, and it's an opportunity to make a great song, I'm gonna jump on it.
You're all over it.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's heavy, man. We're gonna get into this this music, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you to drop give me something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we gotta get into it, man. You got to drop this freestyle, this nice sound, man. Let's get to it. Let me see. Let me find my little old situation here. Boom, right there.
What does the 448 stand for on your shirt?
So this is a collab.
Man, get my damn shirts, man. You brought me some, huh?
Yeah. I got you and Miss Jamaica a shirt.
Well, okay, which one mine? How do you know which one mine?
Man, we labeling them right here.
Yours
Okay.
is yours the 4X.
Well, I'll take the 4.
That's a large, and here you go.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, this is
The same one you got on?
Yes, sir. This is the front right here, the Texas, the 448.
Yeah.
This is a collab with me and my homeboy.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I've
And what
been
does the
wanting me a
448
shirt.
stand for? You didn't tell me.
Yeah, this is my
Is it
homeboy
Eric?
brand. It's a collab with.
Oh, so the 448 is just the collab?
Nah, yeah, this is his. 448 is like 448 grams in a pound. That's why they.
Oh.
That's why they vacuum seal.
See,
you know?
I don't know what that is. So
Nah, I get
No,
it.
that's all right. You know.
That's
Yeah.
hard. That's hard.
Yeah, so
I got it.
The vacuum seal and shit, that's all him. But we split it down the middle, everything, the design and all that, the printout and all that. Yeah.
I like the rim on the
y'all
back
better
of the
get
shirt.
448, man. Y'all better get behind Texas Joe. Stop
back,
playing.
The back is me. It say "Keep It Texas."
Keep It Texas.
That's on the back of the shirt. Yeah, that's me.
Is that,
That's dope.
you got a song that's Keep It Texas?
I do got a song called "Keep It." I got an EP called "Keep It Texas."
You do?
But I'll produce with De Niro. Yeah.
That's hard, man. That's real live, man.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, man. You can come back because you brought us a shirt. If you hadn't brought us nothing, you can't come back.
Already.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Is he the first one from Waco to bring us some?
Yes, actually.
Wacotron ain't gave us nothing, did he?
No.
Oh man.
We done been everywhere. He was in Cali when we was in Cali and all that. Mm-hmm. Didn't matter.
And we came down to Waco.
Yeah. And I gave him some down there.
Yes.
That's my boy, though. I don't care nothing about nothing you're talking about there.
I had to make sure I advertise it though. You know, it ain't. You know, it's an agenda behind it.
It's a agenda behind it. That's all right, nigga. I feel spoiled
But
anyway.
you know where it's coming
Shout
from.
out to Gunner TV who always dress me, man, when he come, man. Hold on, let me try to get this beat on, man. Let's get to it.
Hey, shout out De Niro.
Let's go.
Let me get it right. Look.
Boss Talk
Say.
101.
Can't even tell you how many times I bump my head trying to make a knot in that knot with an eighth in my ankle sock. Jigging ace like I'm taking Troy Aikman spot. Having power, I feel like a breaker box. Still putting in on a re-up. Like the hot still make them freeze up. Block need a bra, but you came with them. C-cup.
Come on.
Look, having more motion. Look at the capping. Look at the capping for sure. She only bite cause I'm rapping, but I ain't no action. I ain't cash apping no hoe.
Man.
Hold on.
Stop playing, man. Boom, boom, boom. Man, hey, so when we be you in that mode, in that rap mode, you be wanting, what gets you there? What makes you just go harder?
Man, I just be thinking a lot of slick shit, you know.
Yeah.
I be like, man, I'm finna work off that, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna make a whole song around that.
You do? You just like? Do you always just like? Is it the same kind of the tempo you like to rap on, or you go fast or slow?
I really, it's whatever. Like I guess it's whatever is on.
Whatever
I
you
feel
vibe
like,
to.
yeah, whatever I
Right.
feel like is hot or something,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or whatever catches my ear.
So you
it's
said-
it's definitely not one tempo or nothing. You know, De Niro done sent me plenty.
Plenty of different tempo. What about? Go ahead.
So you, because earlier you said that when you saw Sauce do that, and you saw how he punched in, but so you always
No, that was Peso.
Sorry.
And Sauce did the
Sauce
same.
did the same way?
Right. So you always write all your stuff.
I usually would like to write because I feel like for me it just sounds better. You know.
Okay. Have you tried to punch him before?
Yeah, I did. And I didn't really like. I really wasn't rocking with it myself.
Okay.
Wow, and I think that's something that's different, that's dope when you have self-awareness. Self-awareness is something that's real. You got to know what your strength and where you need to go with what you do.
Yeah, I definitely try to stay grounded. You know, like with reality. At least with me, you know, like, ah man, that ain't gonna work. Or like, nah, shit, I might be onto something with that. Or I might be like, shit, I might just need to take a chance on that and see how it come out.
Yeah. We need sometimes, because I always feel like it's good to be versatile, because there's times where you might be in a studio or somewhere where all you have to do is punch in. You don't have time to sit down and write. So that's
which was the case, and I was like, man, that was cool, but I probably
could do it better.
Yeah, I was cool on it. I probably could have wrote some shit and took the extra 10 minutes.
How long it don't take you long to write?
It depends how like it just depends the vibe I'm in. You know, sometimes I might just catch that vibe and just like before I know it, I got a whole song. Or sometimes I might just be like, damn, I ain't really feeling it. I'm forcing it right now.
What puts you in the mood?
Shit, it'd be like me by myself at like 3 a.m. You know, listening to other type of shit like Stevie Ray Vaughan and shit. You know, shit like that. Like it don't really be.
That's dope. Nothing had to do with rap.
Not all the time.
Mexican OT.
Man, I rock with Mexican OT. I got a song with him that was a feature for both of us.
Where'd y'all? What,
it was in Waco. It was a dude named Big R.
Yeah,
he put both of us on the song together.
Did you hang in there?
I think I did.
What's the name of the song?
It's called what's it called?
Is it
Hot Shit?
Is it visuals to it?
It is a visual. We did it outside the show.
Yeah, and you like working with Mexican OT?
Yeah, it was.
Shout out, that's my guy right there. He was
I
my
didn't
boy.
honestly at the time though. I really wasn't too hip to bro. So, but I knew I was opening up for him at the show, so I knew he was like on his way.
On his way.
I hadn't tapped into him.
He done blew the hell up,
man, like crazy. Like I said, it be shit that be like, damn, that's obtainable. Like
he supposed to be on here next month.
Oh yeah,
right? About 3 weeks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like we ain't playing no games over here.
I see y'all working, man. Like I said, I'm nervous just being up here.
You shouldn't be.
I feel like
it should be motivation. So you like, I gotta keep working.
It definitely is motivation.
You pushing. You already. If you wasn't supposed to be here, you wouldn't have been here. You on your way when it come down to what you do. I'm loving your music, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get into some more of it, man. Like, what's your favorite song though? You say is it that
Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone. Mm-hmm. What about Itching? Let's talk about Itching.
Itching is definitely was my favorite before Rolling Stone because that was just me just showing what I could do. You know
what is Itching about?
Itching is waking up ready for paper. I'm itching. You know, it's like just grind music. Like you could hustle to it, you could grind to it, you can. You know, I don't know. You could bum off it, I guess, but you definitely gonna want to get some money or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get you active.
Wow! Don't mess with Texas.
Yeah, that's the Southside beat by Lil Kiki that De Niro has sampled. De Niro sampled.
Man, you liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah, that's me and my homeboy from Waco, Rico Rogers. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Rico Rogers, man. Shout out, man. Boss Talk, see? You know what I'm talking about? Red Bottoms.
That's some shit when I just first came, like for real. That was me and Northside Nino from the city too. Northside Nino. Shout out to him.
Wow.
Shout out to North Waco.
How important is it to make sure you have visuals and make sure you pushing this music to where people can understand what you're trying to embody, what you're trying to paint, the picture you're trying to derive?
I feel like it's definitely important, but I feel like I got a fan base that some of my through the distro, that shit'll be having like, I got a song called Trending Topic with Wacotron that got like 40,000 views probably.
Wow.
But the topic, like just the cover and like the music, that shit got like 150,
wow.
150K, you know, like so. It plays a part, but I think like my fans, they don't care if it's a visual or not. Like they're gonna rock with it. They're gonna just listen to it regardless, you know. Yeah.
Wow, man, I definitely like top 3 artists of all time, dead or alive, any genre.
Fat Pat, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let me see my third one. Ooh, it got tough.
That's the hardest one.
The third one, man, y'all got me stuck. Shit, Texas Joe, shit.
Hey, oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. No game. Texas Joe is in the building, man. What's that other guy from Houston? I'm trying to think of his name. Dunn. What's his name?
From where?
From Houston. The Hispanic guy.
D-Baby.
That's him.
Is he Houston?
D-Baby.
Yeah,
what do you think about him?
Man, he blew up too, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, you in the elite class. You could go in a minute.
Man, and you know what I'm saying? That. But like I said, this makes it feel obtainable. Like just being here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, D-Baby and all them boys, they working too, but you hear them. All you got to do now is take it to the next level. It's up to you. You know, I'm going to home you in. I'm gonna bring you on. You got some new project, we gonna rock it out. I'm rocking with you.
Yes, sir.
So at the end of the day, I think that's the part, just having an understanding of what we mean to each other. A lot of times people don't get that. Everybody need everybody. I got calls about Wacotron, Hot Boy Wes when he came on here. People called me from way up north. I never heard of that guy until I got on him on Boss Talk. That was a crazy thing. I'm like, this nigga signed to Gucci. How they get on? But his personality. It was something about the way he was on here and the way he was talking and the way he was going viral that made him resonate to these people.
Yeah,
more.
and he kept it all the way real. You know, like he told the good and the bad.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they call me and tell me I've got on Hot Boy West through Boss Talk 101, and I couldn't believe it because he had been on a couple of other shows. But I heard that a lot, and it was crazy to me because he already was on a major, label.
Yeah.
It threw me off.
But shit, I feel like it threw you off what though?
It threw me off because I felt like people already was on him in my mind. But to certain, I put it like this: there are so many people in this world. You can't that's why you gotta have a Snapchat. Man, I used to say that all the time. You gotta have a Snapchat, Instagram, Thread. All that stuff. Yeah. Cause like Facebook, you closing the door on people, man.
Yeah.
You never know who might be watching you in these different platforms.
Yeah, I noticed. I got one time I was just chilling and I had got like a Kevin Gates had commented on my shit.
Did he?
Yeah, and it was like pressure, and I was just like, Kevin Gates, what the hell?
That nigga say pressure.
Yeah, with the feather emoji and everything. I was like, damn.
This can't be real. What you like? This ain't real. This him?
Yeah, that was him with the blue check and everything. I was like, damn.
That ought to made you feel good because he's one of those guys, man, that solidify the game when it come down to think about how this nigga rap, man.
Yeah.
That nigga a straight beast. So at the end of the day, I definitely get it. Would you ever work with what about DJ Chose and all those guys?
Yeah, I definitely work with them.
Chose, it's a bunch of them, man. It's just
so many people, but I want to be. It's like I want to be shoulder and shoulder with them, though. I don't want to be.
You want them to embrace you. You want to try to bring something to bring a light to the tunnel as well.
Yes, sir. I want to hold up my end of the.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's why I was nervous coming here because I'm like, damn, what I got to talk about?
Man, we talking about it. The music, man. What is you talking about, man? You been working, like I said.
And life experiences.
Life experiences, just getting our people familiar with you because we gonna be rocking out together. That's what we doing right now. They gonna see you. They gonna feel you from my perspective for sure.
Yes, sir,
and we gonna keep pushing, right? What you think?
You're correct.
She tough, man. I don't even know what she thinking over there. She say I'm correct though.
Yeah,
that's what matter. You know what I'm saying? So, man, how can people get a hold of you if they trying to rock out with you?
Man, my Instagram is TexasJoe96. My YouTube channel is Texas Joe. That's pretty much. My TikTok is. Yeah, I think it's Texas Joe 96 too. My TikTok, I blew it. Like I went like kind of viral on TikTok.
What?
Yeah, the Let's Go had kind of went kind of viral. Like 600,000 views or something like that.
That's dope.
What? And you feel like TikTok is a needed avenue to get music popping?
Yeah,
too?
I just need to learn how to use it because some shit like I got like 18,000 followers off that shit. It went for like a whole week. It was just people just tapping in. But then I post other shit and it's like.
You don't get as much
5,000 views or something.
Right.
I'm like, damn. Well, how do you use this? Like, how do you utilize this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man! Shout out to the Spot Barbershop for putting me on you and mentioning you to me.
Shout out to them. Yes,
they listening to you. They said, man, you gotta get him in there. I was like, damn, really? Let me hear the nigga. Let me see what he talking about. Yeah. I'm sleeving it, and they know I rock with Waco too. So you can tell I'm a Texas cat, man. You be like, this dude be bringing them in there.
Yeah, man. And it don't be just Texas though. It be from all over.
Oh yeah.
I seen Ice-T.
Yeah.
And that's like just yesterday or something. That messed me up. I was like, damn, I'm following up Ice-T. I'm out of there.
No, God love you, man. He put you in the building, man. It's a reason for everything. A reason and a season, man.
Yes, sir.
Check it, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys become members on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
We got to have you on YouTube, man. Membership, man. We got to keep this thing rolling, guys. We got to make sure you share these episodes. We do a premiere every morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Something's premiering, something like this right here, man. So, guys, make sure you guys tap in. Did we get everything out of my guy, Texas Joe? Hey, man, I hope you enjoyed it, man. We love you, bro.
Yes, sir, appreciate it. Keep it Texas.
Man, it's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
And we out.